Today's dynamic duos who support each other, uplift each other, and inspire each other, they cannot be stopped, and I hope that they inspire you. Our first dynamic duo, listen, they have had each other's backs as best friends, moms, TV hosts, podcasters, best-selling authors. There is nothing they cannot do. They have a hit Netflix show called Get Organized with the Home Edit. Yes. And this dynamic duo's new book, The Home Edit, Stay Organized, is not only about getting organized, but making it stick. And certainly I could use that help. I don't know about you. Please welcome back some of my favorite people on the planet, Clea Shearer and Joanna Teplin! Welcome back, welcome back. Love it. Yes. Hey, friends. Dynamic duos, we've gotten to know you over a couple of years now. First meeting on Zoom, then in studio. I watched the world have your back as you announced that you'd been diagnosed with cancer, Clea. And now, in November, it'll be 1 year.
Yes, it will.
1 year. 1 year.
Yep. 1 year out.
1 year out. How are you feeling?
You know, I feel relief and gratitude every single day as I kind of relive all of these like annual milestones. Like, oh, this was the day I started chemo. This was the day I ended, you know, things like that. And as we approach November, I'm like, wow, 1 year. I did it. So.
You did. You know, and we're talking about dynamic duos, Joanna. And in life, I always tell people, anybody can go out and have a expensive dinner with you, pop champagne, go on a vacation. When you have someone that's there for you on those darkest days, when you're looking at your bank account and all you see are zeros, or when you have a business plan and it's struggling to catch fire, but you know there's something there. Those are the relationships I think that matter. But you said, I think in an interview, you guys aren't friends. Okay. Right, your quote was, the secret to your success is that we've never been friends. That is what you said. I'm looking at the words. Explain yourself, ma'am.
What I meant to say is that we met as, we didn't know each other when we met.
We met at a business lunch, right?
It was like a blind friend date.
Exactly. So we didn't have, when we met, first of all, I loved her the second we met, but we didn't know each other. And when we decided to go into business, we had never met. We just decided that day to go into business.
Don't do that. That's a stupid idea.
Yeah, it's not advice.
It worked, but like, don't take advice.
It only turned into this mega successful entity that you have created. So I encourage you to go out on a blind date, go out on a blind, but you never know how it's going to turn out.
But I think what she meant is that we didn't have the baggage going into business together.
We had no expectations for each other. There was nothing to fail as far as a friendship because we just met. We were strangers.
Yeah, you're throwing, like, what is it, crapshoot? You're just throwing it at the table.
We're like, well, if it doesn't work, we have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose. And here you got so many things, including now a big move. Y'all moved to Nashville?
We both had moved from California separately to Nashville, and that's where we began the business.
Yeah. Okay, so I had the whole move out of order. You moved separately and then to Nashville.
We met in Nashville.
And you met in Nashville.
And that's where we started the business.
Yeah.
So many things about this were fresh starts. You had a fresh location. And then a whole new world of a business.
Yeah, and we just decided, I mean, I didn't know anyone in Nashville. Joanna had just moved. We both moved from California, so it was similar, but...
For our husband's jobs.
Yes.
And now they're staying for ours.
Yes, correct. So, but you know, we just weren't afraid to fail because we're in a new place, and who would know if we did, you know?
And I imagine, listen, you had individual ideas of what success meant. How did you collaborate on what it meant? Because right now you have the books, the shows. It's turned into so many things. How did you say, okay, as a duo, we can do this together and meet the goal that we want?
Joanna and I have the same brain, which is not a great place to be.
No one should want this brain also, by the way.
But I can't explain it. It's like when you meet, you know, your life partner, your husband, your wife, whatever it is. That's how Joanna and I are. We're so in sync. We've gotten in like probably 3 to 5 fights in our whole life.
Okay, so what were they? Go ahead.
Okay, I'll tell you.
It's like about Ziploc storage.
One was about Ziploc storage.
Yeah, we were furious.
She was wrong.
No,
okay, go ahead.
I was right.
I'll decide who was wrong. Tell me what happened.
It was the actual container that we decided. Joanna wanted a different solution. I thought mine was right. She thought hers was right. The other big fight we got in was about the position of a treadmill.
Yeah.
A what?
A treadmill.
A treadmill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? So you were like, I want the treadmill on the left side of the room, on the right
Precisely.
side?
I wanted it to face a different
And I wanted it to face out because I didn't want someone staring at the wall.
Yeah, it's still an ongoing battle,
Yeah,
actually.
we still fight about it.
So.
No, but I think that the success of the business is actually because of the friendship. I don't believe that we would have ever had any amount of success if it wasn't that we wanted to be together every hour of the day.
Now, I love this next chapter for you all. One of my favorite shows that I was obsessed with, ABC's Extreme Makeover, Home Edition. You guys, do you understand? I was obsessed. So
Same.
when I saw that release that you were taking over as co-host,
Yes.
I was like, this is it.
Oh, it feels like it for us too. We can't even
amazing.
process any of it.
Okay, so will you say the famous lines? Did you get to do that?
We did it. We did it on Sunday.
Do you guys remember the line? Say the line.
Move that bus!
Oh, I love that.
We practice a lot.
Yeah. And we did, in fact, move that bus.
Move that bus.
Yes, we moved it.
How exciting and how different is this from what you...
Oh, my God.
We've never experienced anything even close to like it. It has changed both of our lives.
I think for
Really?
anyone who's ever done TV, you've either done Extreme Makeover or you have not. Because this show, you guys, we build a house in 96 hours.
96 hours?
I'm not exaggerating.
I would not believe it if I didn't see it with my own two eyes.
We left the very first day. It was a concrete slab. We, along with our interior designer and carpenter, we put up the first wall as the build team started going at 5 p.m. We came back the next day at 6:30 in the morning.
Shingles,
full house,
windows,
framed, roof, doors, window.
No,
96
it is
hours?
crazy. There's thousands of people that are a part of this.
Do you understand it takes me 96 hours to get dressed?
Yeah, no. It's a shock. That's why I'm like, oh, my job is to tell every single person that this is so real.
I love it. Well, I'll
Crazy.
tell you the other thing about the show, and this is my wheelhouse, storytelling. I mean, you get to know the people and their stories, and so when that bus moves, you are so invested.
It's beyond.
That's what makes it such a great show, and you are the best co-host for it because you need... I know your hearts, getting to know you over the last couple of years and meeting on Zoom. And if you can like somebody on Zoom, you can like them anywhere. But you feel it, and you both have been through something and been through it together, so you understand that.